every time there's an electric vehicle that's out there that comes out, they always get compared to Tesla, and rightfully so. Tesla is the leader in electric cars, but every time even an electric plane or an electric boat comes out, there's always a question: is this a Tesla of the sea? Now we already talked about one a Tesla of the sea a while back, but here's another one. This one's from X-Shore, and it actually does look like a lot of many years went into it, from what I understand, since it was founded. They've had a collaboration with Rolls-Royce. It looks from the pictures that it is a luxury, well-built boat, and it's all electric. So is this the Tesla of the sea? Let me tell you all about it, and we can judge for ourselves. All of this is coming up next. Taking over the world, electrifying the world. E4 Electric. Welcome to E4 Electric, your number one source of unbiased electric car news. If this is your first time here, go ahead and click on that subscribe button down there and the bell notification icon if you haven't already. That way you will be up to date on everything moving forward. All right. So I would say this is not like the best looking boat, but if you look at some of the pictures there, by the way, check out that screen. It does look pretty luxurious, and the way it's built looks pretty luxurious. So I would say that, okay, now I'm not a boat guy, so maybe I'm like not even appreciating what needs to be appreciated, but nevertheless, this was built in Sweden, and they're taking orders right now. This is not a concept boat or whatever. They're really taking orders right now. And they have, just like I mentioned, they've collabed with many different brands. They're boat brands, so I really didn't really pay much attention to what they saw, except for Rolls-Royce was one of the ones that really jumped at me. And it has about a 150-mile range, which is obviously, well, 100 nautical miles, but 150 miles, regular miles, I guess. And I don't know if it's enough or not, but I'm assuming if you're on a lake or, you know, in the ocean and you just want to go out there and go fishing or whatever, that might just be enough. So I'm kind of going to look for, you know, for your statements and comments in the comment section of this video to tell me, what is the necessary range for a boat like this? I'm assuming the bigger boat needs to have a bigger range because maybe it just really goes between a couple of cities and people take long trips. But this looks like just kind of a chill and fish type of a boat, because I don't even really see the place to hide or sleep there. So I'm assuming 150 miles may just be enough. 46 miles an hour, which is a 40 knots, is the top speed, which I'm assuming is also not bad. But again, I'm going to look for, you know, for your comments on this now. But let's talk about the price before, because that's a little bit up there as far as I'm concerned. But hey, you know, it is a luxurious item, so it may just be worth it. Before that, of course, a quick reminder that this video on this channel is sponsored by on-land vehicle maker Byton. Check out the all-electric SUV called M-Byte coming to the US and Europe at the end of next year. Don't forget to join myself and 50,000 other reservation holders because we're just patiently waiting. And best of all, it really takes about a minute of your time to reserve one, $0 down. So go to the description of this video and reserve your Byton today if you haven't already for some reason. Okay, so the price is up there. So it starts with $295,000, $295,000. And I think it tops at $325,000, which again, I would assume is a little bit on the pricey side. But on the other hand, I don't know how many people, what the fuel costs are and so forth. If charging is that much easier, and so let me know. The battery size is the cheaper one. The smaller version is 90 kilowatt hour. And the top one is 120 kilowatt hour. In 8 hours, to recharge at the fastest possible charging rate. So overall, I would say, being not very much a boat guy, that this looks pretty good. And, you know, most importantly is that I'm just excited that the technology that kind of started with electric cars is now moving to airplanes, which I'm actually going to cover next week. There's another electric airplane that's out there now being presented, but boats as well. We've seen more and more of these. There's drones and hydrocopters and tons of other vehicles that we're now seeing that they're in play. And you know, by the way, if you've ever been in an electric boat, it's such a treat because, you know, two biggest problems when you go out there on a, you know, especially if you just want to, be on a lake and relax and hear the sounds of the birds and the smells of the nature. Well, the sounds of the birds are being drowned by the sound of the gas motor, and the smell of the nature is being drowned and suffocated by the fumes from the diesel from your motor. So being on the lake with an electric boat that's really quiet and produces no suffocating smells is quite a treat. I've been into one which is kind of just a really tiny little one, but this sounds like we're at. I really hope people who can afford this would really appreciate it, and this is something that's going to be sort of the future, not only for electric cars but also electric boats. All right, now I'm sure there are more specialists and fans of electric or just general boating out there. So I'm going to look for the comment section. Let me know. Is the price all right? Are the specs all right? Looks okay to me. Obviously, the price is a little high. Definitely not for me, because you can buy a house for that price around here in Sacramento. But I'm not in that space. So let me know. And while you're doing that, don't forget to get on our VIP list. We're just about to send out a bonus story. Every Saturday we do that. It's free. Go to e4electric.com/VIP. And of course, a quick shout out to one of my newer Patreons, Nicholas Curtis. Thank you so much for joining my Patreon community, the only place where you can watch me live. And thank you for contributing to this channel at, it's as low as $1 a month. And you can save this YouTuber to be independent channel, and obviously that's part of my income. So thank you so much for supporting me. All right, that's pretty much it. Looking forward to your comment. Other than that, see you next time, and remember to stay charged.